Welcome to a very special Christmas edition. Tonight we celebrate joy, warmth, and togetherness. Under the sparkling lights of the season, the night was heavy with silence. As Armin stepped off the bus at the edge of a forgotten village, the air smelled of damp earth and rotting wood. Ahead, a narrow path led to a mansion that locals whispered about but never entered. Its towering silhouette loomed against the pale moon. Windows shattered, like hollow eyes staring into the dark. Armin felt a chill crawl down his spine. Yet curiosity pushed him forward. The gate creaked open as if welcoming him inside. The mansion's walls were cracked, and the floorboards groaned under his weight. Every step echoed like a warning. He lit his lantern, its glow trembling against the shadows. Strange symbols were carved into the walls, and the air grew colder with each passing moment. He sensed he was not alone. A faint whisper brushed past his ear, though no one stood near the mansion. Seemed alive, breathing, waiting. Armin tightened his grip on the lantern, determined to uncover the truth, hidden within these walls. The mansion revealed its secrets. Dust floated like ghostly fragments of time, and shadows stretched unnaturally across the walls. He entered a long hallway lined with portraits. Their painted eyes seemed to follow him, and one frame had fresh scratches across the canvas. Suddenly, the lantern flickered. A cold gust swept through. Extinguishing the flame, darkness swallowed him whole. He fumbled with matches, but before he could strike one, a figure appeared at the end of the hallway, tall, cloaked in shadows, its face hidden. The silence was suffocating. Armin called out, but the figure did not move. Instead, it tilted its head unnaturally. As if studying him, fear gripped his chest. Yet he forced himself forward. The figure vanished, leaving only the echo of footsteps. Armin relit the lantern, trembling. He realized the mansion was not abandoned. It was inhabited by something that did not belong to this world. Armin entered a room, filled with broken furniture and torn curtains. The air was thick, heavy, and suffused with whispers. They came from nowhere and everywhere, overlapping voices that spoke in languages he could not understand. He covered his ears, but the whispers grew louder. Drilling into his mind on the floor lay a diary, its pages yellowed and brittle. He opened it and read fragments of a story about rituals, sacrifices, and a curse bound to the mansion. The final entry ended abruptly. It watches, it waits. Suddenly, the whispers stopped. Silence returned, but it was worse than the noise. A mirror in the corner reflected not Armin, but a shadow standing behind him. He spun around. Nothing was there. His breath quickened. The mansion was feeding on his fear. Twisting reality, he knew he had to escape. But the door slammed shut. Locking him inside, the floor beneath Armin cracked open, revealing a staircase spiraling into darkness. Against his better judgment, he descended. The air grew colder and the walls dripped with moisture. Strange carvings glowed faintly, pulsing like veins. At the bottom lay a chamber filled with bones. Arranged in circles, candles burned. Though no one had lit them, in the center stood an altar, stained with something dark and ancient. Armin approached his lantern, trembling. Suddenly, the cloaked figure reappeared closer. This time, its face was a void, a swirling abyss that pulled at his sanity. The whispers returned, chanting in unison. Armin realized the mansion was not just haunted. It was a prison for something far older, something that demanded sacrifice. He stumbled back, but the chamber walls closed in, trapping him find a way out. The mansion twisted around him, hallways, shifting doors leading to endless corridors. The cloaked figure followed, its presence pressing against his mind. He burst in the main hall, where the front door stood wide open. Hope surged, but as he reached it, the door slammed shut. The figure stood inches away, its void-like face consuming the light. Armin screamed, raising a lantern in a final act of defiance. He smashed it against the floor. Flames erupted, spreading across the mansion. The whispers turned into shrieks, the walls trembling as if alive. Armin forced the door open and stumbled into the night. Behind him, the mansion burned, its screams echoing into the sky. He collapsed on the ground, gasping. The village lay silent. But he knew the curse was not gone. The mansion had let him go for now.